Funny way to finish a letter. Yours sincerely. Why don't we say yours honestly or yours without pretense? Because they all mean much the same sort of thing. Well, there's probably a good story in why we sign letters yours sincerely. But there certainly is a good story in the origin of the word sincere. Because it started with these things. Marble statues. For hundreds of years, the best marble for statues has been found in Italy, and it was quarried way back into Roman times. And you can imagine that before the age of power tools or diamond drills or anything like that, to cut out even a small block of marble like that would have been quite hard work. And to cut out the huge chunks that sculptors needed for their big statues was an enormous amount of work. And if the Roman quarrymen had made a muck of it and put a little hole into the surface of the block, or even a large hole, they really wouldn't want to start again. So they used to fake the job. They used to patch the marble with stuff that looked very much like it, and that was wax. You can see there that it's white and crystalline and very much the same sort of colour. Well, they would either carve large chunks of wax and stuff it into the holes they'd made, or if there were small holes, they could melt the wax and pour it in. And it would set there, and they could trim it to the right sort of shape and finish. Then they'd send the marble block off as if it were a real one. Well, that was okay till the sculptor got his hands on it. He'd be chiselling away, making his masterpiece, and he'd do the arms and the legs, and he'd come and do the immortal face, and suddenly his chisel would hit a soft bit of wax, and he wouldn't be too impressed. So he'd complain. And in the end, the word went out that the marble had to come from the quarries and be delivered without wax, or, in Latin, sine cera. And you see the origin of the word there. Because if you squash those two together and change them a bit, you get sincere, which means the real thing, without falseness, without faking it. And that's the reason today that even if we aren't too sure that we mean it, we sign our letters yours sincerely, meaning yours without pretense.
I want to know. Curiosity.